And we're back with the Golden Wake. Let's ask about Prohibition.
I've heard you've got a particularly strong stance on the subject of Prohibition.
You heard correctly, Banks. I have a
banked the
strict
right person.
no-tolerance policy.
Ooh.
Don't get me wrong. What a man does in his home is his business. But people going out on the town and getting smoked, it's unacceptable.
Just a minute. Are you saying you're fine with a man drinking in his own home?
Well,
Yeah.
come now, old sport. Don't be naive. Every man enjoys a little nip now and then.
Like me right
Prohibition is
now.
designed for the masses, not the individuals.
Oh.
Keep the drink at home, I say. If it's on the streets and in bars, that's where the problem lies, and that's where we have to enforce. Just look at this place. I've made sure we're as dry as a bone in here, and nobody is the worst here.
You seem to hear a collective muttering coming from the direction of everyone else in the room.
Have you lived here long?
About 20 years, in fact. This city has grown considerably since then, and I'm proud to be involved in its government.
He's a proud man.
Know anything about the other club members? They seem a bit cold.
Nah, don't let them get to you. They're just a bit shy around new members.
Uh-huh.
Soon enough, they'll warm up to you, and they'll be like your second family. In any case, the bookworm over there is Carlton Meeks. From what I understand, he's in the real estate game.
Oh, like
The
me.
two gents over there are John Norris Sr. and Jr. Not a day goes by, they aren't in here having some sort of squabble. And finally, the esteemed gentleman leaning on the counter is Franklin Evans. Don't think I've seen his face in years. He tends to keep to himself, you see. They're not the liveliest bunch, but they'll grow on you.
Like a fungus. Alright, tell me about the drunk
Mr.
man.
Miller, this may be none of my business, but I was just trying to talk to the fellow over there by the counter, and, well, he's got a very strong scent of alcohol on him. I felt a bit woozy just standing next to him.
You don't say. I suppose that would explain quite a bit. This won't do. No, sir, not at all. Excuse me a moment, won't you, Banks?
Sure.
Evans, are you drunk?
Just a little.
Evans, answer me.
I'm so drunk I can't even say anything.
Lord, how much have you had? You're a hazard. What if I wanted to light a cigarette? You're a disgrace to the good name of this club.
I love it. Let's take this. This is clearly his own personal hip flask. This is mine now. Miller's in no state to converse right now. Miller's out cold. Nobody else seems too bothered by this fact. Okay. I would like to congratulate you, sir.
but...
Okay, yep. Oh. Sorry, the cat's probably gonna slide off my lap if he doesn't stop doing what he's doing. Alright, hang on, Gabriel. Oh. Why are you sitting there? There's no support there. Thank
Your
you,
hat,
Norris.
sir.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks. By the way, Jeremiah's probably going to need his hat because he's out cold. Alright, let's go speak to the Herald lady. Marjorie, I think her name was.
May I have a moment?
Mrs.
You
Douglas.
may.
Miss
I'll
Douglas.
see you around.
Count on
What?
it.
Oh. Can I speak to you? Sure. Alright, bye.
Have a look at this. It's Jeremiah Miller's engraved flask.
So my hunch was right after all. Nice work, Banks. It's a bit of a tenuous link, but it's probably the best we'll be able to do at this point.
Yep.
Well, a deal's a deal. You can go ahead and tell Merrick I'll write for him.
I
Ooh,
appreciate your help, Miss
fancy.
Douglas.
Alright, let's go then deal with the real estate guy. Hello.
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
I'm like the other lady, except with browner hair. Just a moment, lady. I'm just gonna look at your
I appreciate...
lovely things around you. You've got a chair. One of two identical green chairs is offered up to people who sit on while they wait to be seen by Mr. Riley. This painting is called Midnight Beach and has been signed by an artist known as Bernardo C. Anything else? So this one's simply called Lighthouse and has been signed by Byron B. It's a rather childish looking piece called A Ship in the Night. The artist hasn't signed it, which you completely understand. The secretary seems less interested in a job than it is in the state of her
Pardon me, miss.
fingernails. Alright. I got
I
an
have an
interview.
interview scheduled with Mr. Riley today.
Name?
I see. And your name is?
Alfred Banks.
Just a minute.
Were you going to let him know I'm here?
Huh?
Oh,
Oh,
right.
Hey, Mr. Riley, you got someone here to see you.
I think I could have done that myself.
Go ahead and go through the door there.
Okay.
Of course.
Thanks.
Thank you.
What can I do for you, young man?
I want to look at your paintings. The painting over the door looks remarkably similar to the one in Merrick's office. Maybe all real estate mongrels shop at the same art shop. The wall on the painting is a woman in flapper attire. She seems to be the same woman in the other painting. And, well. We've got a balancing act happening right here. On the wall is a painting of a young lady, but you don't examine it too closely while Riley is here. After all, you want to look at her bits and her bobs. Alright, Mr. Riley.
Hello, Mr. Riley. My name is Alfred Banks, and I'm here for a job interview.
Ah, yes, of course. My secretary informed me you'd be coming in. I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a hurry today, however. I have a very important appointment I must depart for in about 15 minutes.
I understand.
Then I suppose we should get this over with as soon as possible.
Wink,
Yes,
wink, nudge, nudge.
yes, of course. Well, let's begin.
The flapper lady.
Why don't we start off by you telling me a bit about yourself?
Okay, let's be truthful.
Well, you already know my name. I used to work at Morrison Banks up in New York, but recently moved here because of the land boom. I've got plenty of experience from working at my father's company.
You don't say. What made you get into real estate?
It's in my blood?
I wanted to follow in the footsteps of my father.
Honoring the family business. I greatly respect that. In a way, I'm a bit envious. I don't have any sons, so my business will eventually go to someone else. But I still value family. It's really the most important part of my life. But listen to me babbling. Let's get back to the interview. Now, what do you think you can bring to this company?
I'm charming and I'm young.
I've got a great sales record. At my old job, I was pulling in an average of 27 sales a month.
Well, Banks, I must say, you seem to
That's
be a
small
very
potatoes,
promising
Banks.
candidate. I'll have my secretary contact you in a few days.
Oh, thanks.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must run. I have to meet my daughter for dinner, and I don't want to be late. A
Daughter.
word of advice, Banks. As great as this business will make you feel, you are nobody if you haven't got someone who loves you. My
Aw.
daughter, for instance, means the world to me. I always want her to be around, which is why I've got these paintings of her in my office.
Oh, now this is
But
getting
I
sinister.
digress. Let me show you back out.
Yes, before we end up in a... Oh, what ridiculous trousers.
Good day to you, Banks.
Good day.
Caroline, hold my calls.
Okay. Oh, drat. I left
Pardon me,
something
miss.
in there.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my wallet in there.
I'm afraid I need to get back into Mr. Riley's office.
Oh? Why is that?
I left something behind in there during my interview.
No, I see. Go
Okay.
ahead and get it. I never lock the door when Mr. Riley is out anyway.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay,
You seem very
Relaxed.
relaxed.
Do I? Well, I'll have you know I'm anything but. Why, just this afternoon I have an appointment with my pedicurist. Then first thing tomorrow morning it's off to the day spa, and then I have to go to the hair salon.
I get the point, miss. I really sympathize with your plight.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
well, ain't
terrible.
you a sweetheart?
I appreciate the help.
Let's head on back in. And let's have a closer look at these. It's a painting. You don't want to ruin the painting by touching it. Okay, the painting shows Riley's daughter in a low-cut beige dress. She's clearly trying to pull off the flapper look, but in your opinion, she needs a bit of work. Oh, the date reads July 31st, 1913. So it's probably going to be 07-13-13. Painting's been signed by an A. Sokolov. You've never even heard of that artist before. Okay, cool. Out we go. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, it's a safe. The oldest trick in the book. Hide your safe behind a painting. Okay. So. 7:31. You hear a click. That must have been the right combination. You turn the handle and open the safe. You find Merrick's plans and quickly replace them with your fake ones. And let's put this away. Nothing in the cabinet. He's got a fancy glass cabinet in which he seems to keep some odd knickknacks and tchotchkes. Good word, tchotchkes. You've been a doll. I'm out. Alright, let's just head back to Merrick. Ooh, smooth criminal. Yeah, that's me. Hello, Laura Burr. In blonde hair. She's wearing a wig. Alright, let's go see Georgie. Georgie Porgy.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you.
Always.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you. No, I think I'll stand. Alright, I'm standing up. Sitting down.
I wish...
Yeah, okay, fine. Here are your design plans.
Here you are, Mr. Merrick. I got your design plans back from Riley.
Very impressive work, Banks. Did you get the job, too?
Probably.
I'm not quite sure about that, sir.
Well, for the time being, let's hope you didn't. I don't want Riley stealing anything else from me.
I believe that's everything taken care of, Mr. Merrick.
I didn't tell you
You
about
know,
the
when
other
you
things.
first walked through that door, I had a feeling there was something special about you. I'm glad to see my assumptions were well placed. Welcome aboard the Golden
can only
Galleon,
shake our hands
Banks.
in this area.
I think you're going to do wonders for us.
The Golden Galleon, sir?
Yes, it's our new slogan. Dammers came up with it. Follow the Golden Galleon to Coral Gables, where your castles in Spain are made real.
It certainly has a ring to it.
That it does.
That it
now
does.
then, there's no time to waste. I've got some big plans for the next few years, and I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Chapter 2. Where the groves begin to bear. Spring 1922. Docky Dammers.
How are those sales going, Banks?
Not bad, Doc. Just made another 12 this hour.
I knew there was something special about you the minute you stepped off that train, kid.
Say, Doc, this new office is great and all, but aren't we a bit crowded in this room?
You'll get used to it, kiddo.
It's just that in New York, I wasn't...
Well, this isn't New York, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. Anyway, George wants to see you in his office ASAP.
I see. Thanks for letting me know.
Let's have a look at these. Okay. Some sort of landmass and development. Perhaps it's meant to inspire you and your co-workers. Okay, this painting shows a grid system in development. You're not sure if it's Coral Gables, but it's certainly well planned. This shows some sort of landmass. Okay, it's just the same thing. Mrs. Rogers used to be Merrick's secretary back in the day, but after discovering her talent for drawing, she was given the extra responsibility of promotional artwork. Oh, yes, your colleagues are hard at work, making sure lots of houses are sold. And that Coral Gables becomes the promise of all it's been. This isn't suspect at all. You're lucky to have the latest model typewriter at your desk. Several papers are pinned to the wall, ranging from brochure samples to office memos. Well, let's see. You don't see anything productive happening from that? Okay, well, fine. It's a small plant that you and your co-workers have adopted as an unofficial mascot. You've named it Monty. This isn't your week to water the plant. Monty, just like Ben Chandler, also known as Ben 304, the artist from Wadget Eye Games. His cat's called Monty. Hello, Mrs. Rogers.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
How about a date?
So, how are you liking your new job?
Oh, it's wonderful. I finally feel useful around here.
To be fair, being Merrick's secretary wasn't exactly a useless position.
True, but I think I can bring a lot more to this company doing promotional art rather than just taking calls.
The Coral Gables project seems to be going pretty well, wouldn't you say?
It sure does. If this office is any indication, we'll be doing extremely well in the next few years.
Have you happened to hear anything about what's next?
I think Mr. Merrick is still concentrating on getting lots sold. After that, who knows? Although I did overhear someone saying something about a pool. No idea what they meant by it, though.
I'll let you get back to work.
Pools
Thank
are
you.
fancy. Talk about these ones? Nope, you don't want to bother them. Who's out here? We've got Mr. Wilson and Doc. Mr. Wilson, Merrick's new secretary. Hello.
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I do for you?
Tell me about
What's
yourself.
that you're working on?
Oh, I'm just getting a few reports transcribed for Mr. Merrick.
Reports.
Yeah, you know, the reports you all have to do after making a sale or interviewing a potential client.
Oh, yeah.
The ones you're required to do.
Oh, sure, those, of course.
I'm not very good at that end of the deal.
Things around here seem to be shaping up pretty nicely, wouldn't you say?
They certainly seem to be, Banks. They certainly seem to be.
See you around.
Uh-huh. Actually,
Hey, Doc.
Hey, Doc.
Howdy,
Bye, Doc.
Banks.
Because we're gonna
Better
cut
hit
it
the
here and
bricks.
come back next time
Righto.
with more A Golden Wake. See you guys then. Bye. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every day. And if you would like to see videos before they hit YouTube, please consider my Patreon campaign. It really helps out on my game development while I make a lot of Banes. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.